Yeah, let me get on there.
I really need somebody, somebody, somebody. Don't let go. I'm too scared to ever wanna be alone.
Mic check up. I think I got everything right this time. We're going to start with number 1. So what we're doing now, before the signing of this contract, is reviewing my album, Odom, Volume 1, from last year, and then going to the announcement of the current album that we are working on that will be released June 19th, Juneteenth. It's going to be a special project. When I explain it to you, we're going old school with this one. We're going old school, and when I explain to you what that means, I hope that you're like, man, that's dope. The first song on that album is the Hoodtroduction. So again, I give this album out of a 10, a 7. And there's only a couple songs that give it that 7. And I'm going to tell you which ones they are. First, I'm going to play them one at a time and then critique them. And then I'll tell you which ones they are and why I feel that way, etc., the meaning, da-da-da, and all that good stuff. So, again, I'm going to critique my album from last year, Rawlz, Odom, Volume 1. And we're going to start off with the first song, the Hoodtroduction. And then once it stops playing, I will explain what it was about, what the thought process was, what my feelings on the song is. All right? And that's one of the things that we'll be doing today. And then I'll take this video down, cut it up, and then you'll be able to see bits and pieces of it if you don't have time to watch this whole thing this afternoon. So this is the first song. Let me know if you can hear it or not. If you can't, I know when I edit it, the song will be placed in and you can hear it clearly then. And again, it's called the Hoodtroduction, and this is Rawlz. Mic check up. I think I got everything right this time. I am attempting to draw attention to and carve out a lane for Gen X hip-hop artists. Yes, we have bars too. We have accepted the challenge put out to black male rappers to do something different. This has been repeated by some of the OGs like T-Pain, 50 Cent, and others. Do something different. T-Pain said, do something different. Exclaimed T-Pain. I want to figure out a new way to showcase our brand of hip-hop and or music in general. I want to figure out a new way to showcase our brand of hip-hop and or music in use for a lane and or brand of music that we can be television and ad placements. We can be positive without being Christian or religious based and gritty without being we can be positive without being Christian or religious. We have a song where a brother doesn't have to die and or gritty without being overly crass and corny. Don't get me wrong. I like my thug music for working out and getting pumped or excited. But all of today's rap. Don't get me wrong. I know the difference between the two, but that's another debate thread. But all of it. Take your time and make a classic. 50 Cent said, all of it. All of today's hip hop, rap sounds the same. We're better ready to explain this concept other than showing examples. I know the difference between the two, but that's another debate. 90s to the early 2000s, look no further. Take your time and make it
The
classic.
marketplace is screaming for the difference.
Sometimes you have to build
Why
a show
reinvent the wheel?
that it can work. Exhibit A, Hood
Rawlz
Rawlz.
is not new to the game.
If you are a fan of the late 90s to the early 2000s, look no further. Look no further. The marketplace is screaming for different. And why reinvent the wheel?
There are a ton of us who yearn for the nostalgic sound and
Some of today's music,
music with substance, music we can have fun with.
music that can provoke thought. There are a ton of us who yearn for that nostalgic sound in some of today's music. Music with substance. Music we can have fun with. Music that provokes thought and conversations. Music that challenges us. Perfectly curated and created music matched with the right vocal presence can be magic. And that's all I have to say about Hood Rawlz. I will let the voice and the music speak for itself. That's the hood introduction. I like that. That's just seeing some shit, checking some shit out. I like that, man. That's I don't know, man. That's probably one of the best intros that I've created in regards to music in general. I welcome y'all. Thank you for chiming in. What we just listened to was a song called Hood Traduction, based on my name, little wordplay on my name, Hood Rawlz. I love that intro because of the utilization of my voice. I don't think it is one of the, I don't think, it's not one of the songs that brought my overall evaluation of the album to a 7. It is not that. It's not one of those songs. It's in fact, I think it's a great start and set off and tone to the whole album. Like I said, it's one of the best intros I've ever done to a project. Period. Based on the fact that I spoke. The thing about this album is, especially last year in totality, is that I went into it telling myself that, and then there's no offense to any of you that love my music, I'm not making music, and I've been saying this long before a lot of the majors are saying the shit now. I'm just glad it's being echoed. That's the bottom line. It's being echoed. The sentiment has been there. People just didn't say it out loud for fear of whatever. I've been saying it out loud, and now people are echoing that sentiment that there's too many voices in hip-hop that don't do hip-hop. I've always had the feeling like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, I think you should blah, blah, blah. You should probably, well, you do the song. You like the shit based on my taste and how I put shit together, how I curate sounds and put them together and then put my voice on top of it. You follow me based on what I do. They came to me to sign me based on what I did and what my thought process was on how and when I put all this stuff together. So why am I catering to what you like? And then I put it in the song to cater. Now I'm confused. Now this is not the song that I really wanted or the things that I really wanted to say, because I'm trying to impress you and get your approval. Fuck your approval. And that's with all due respect. Fuck your approval. Again, let's say you as the fan are an artist too. Not necessarily a music artist, but you draw. You draw, right? And you present that drawing and that artwork to me. And then I come to you and say, man, you should have took that line right here, that squiggly line, and moved it over a little bit. What? We wouldn't say that to a person that, you like their art, whether you like it 90% or 100%, and you like it 90%, but you still gonna buy it or whatever, but you tell them, I love it, but you should do this next time. There is no next time, nigga. That's a one of a kind piece. You know, if that's the way you feel, you draw it. You paint it that way. You do it that way. If an artist did the painting or the drawing based on what someone else thought, that's an interpretation. That's a commissioned piece of work. How you want me to do this? You know what I'm saying? That's what that becomes. So when I learned to listen to myself and do what the fuck I feel, that's how I ended up getting this contract. And so I'm explaining to you when I sign it, and explaining to you how I got it, what the process was, all that good shit. Because I'm that dude. I share information. I've always been like that, you know. Because there's enough people for air. There's enough in this shit for everybody, and we keep pitting each other against each other, trying to vie for this one sacred spot apparently that is out there for all artists. You know, we can get this together. There's enough out here for everybody. So I'm gonna share this information on how I got this deal. But first we're gonna go through this album. We're gonna go through this album. We're gonna talk shit about my album from last year, March. We just played the introduction. Out of a 10, I gave that album a 7. Yes, this is my album we're talking about. The Odom project from last year. I give it a 7. The whole album a 7. And so we played the first song, which is the introduction to the album itself, which doesn't or isn't any of the reasons why I gave the album a 7. We move the bullshit forward by participating in the bullshit, and don't want to call it bullshit when we smell the bullshit, even though it smells and tastes like the bullshit. Yeah, let me get on there.